Dude likes to run his mouth. Let's go towards Column. Column. There we go. Connected that up. Bye. Can't figure out what to do with this bog staunch because we're getting a little bit of it, so curious what quest it's gonna be for. The Blackened Hall. I'm still missing a stone.
A foulness unknown to Tyrion's tired pilgrims lumbered in the plains. Laboured grunts trumpeted the call of brutish Jotun, the giant-kin of old. The hammer-wielders, in grievous march they trampled wood and tumbled stone. The fleshy weight of steppes crushed the bones of warriors past. Kelleran's legion spread too thin. Beala's prayers went unanswered, and the fear of death came too easily with the heavy step of the hill-dwellers.
I hope that wasn't his daughter. That sucks. At least hoping for a little bit of a loot there. They usually have some good prisoner weapons on them and stuff if they're the right level. guess you could hide in the basement, but I think it'd be a bad place to hide.
They found me! Make it quick.
Place looks cool.
Thank Metharu. I thought I'd die here, the last of Culn's settlers, alone.
We know Vanilla.
She promised we'd rebuild Culn. Should have known that was impossible. Can't blame her. We chose to come here, hoping that war was far enough gone that we might rebuild.
What of Colm?
All around you. This was Culn. It might have been again, but now everyone is gone. Damn Tuatha.
What about settlers?
After 10 years spent wandering the plains, we thought we could rebuild our homes. How could we be so wrong?
Tuatha Raiders, I'm assuming, gave you trouble?
When we arrived, there was nothing here. Then, like a second dawn march, they were everywhere. Why do they hate us? They're not like the other Fae.
Dawn March?
It was after the Tuatha's first defeat in Erythal. They were scattered, but regrouped south of Tawili. Under cover of night, they marched north, and with the dawn attacked Rathir. General Telera's forces cut them off and drove them back into the sea.
Cool. Angela, is she alive? Or Anela?
Anela and the foragers were out when the Tuatha came. It was a massacre until they returned and drove them off. She and the others set off for Verki, where Anela said they came from. If you've got any hope of finding her alive, you'll get there quickly.
See? That's one of the dungeons we haven't gone to yet. What do you mean by foragers?
Anyone who could fight had left to forage. When the Tuatha finally came, there was no one to resist.
Where's Reiki?
Stronghold in southern Tawili, mostly destroyed during the war.
Cool. So where's Anela?
Verki. Head south through the narrow pass, then turn east. If you want to help her, you better go now.
Okay. I'll have to keep working our way up. Get the other quests that we have right here. Oh, we've already looped. Yeah, I see we've already looped, so I'm gonna go this way. Alright, so we got the camp up here. Perfect. Now we can fast our own moon camp. I thought the other one was moon camp. This one's star camp. Okay. Who are you?
You look like you've been in some tight spots. There's a bounty out on a damn set of deserters. What do you say?
Deserters?
A fact of life. There are cowards and lying rogues, and that's that. But when they up and run with things of value, that's another thing altogether.
We know it was the Clericon.
Haven't you been? You can feel something and you begin to rot the moment you set foot over there. At least I did.
Seem like a weird dude. Who are you?
I did 5 years in Cluricon. Then I got this post back here, seeing fresh recruits trained and off to war.
What about Tuatha Raiders around here?
You're sure there are Tuatha here in Tuili? It has happened before. Maybe they'll meet some of my good-for-nothing runaways and give them a thrashing.
What about this coast?
Look at it. Scarred and singed as a blacksmith's hand. That is what you get from war.
You're fine. No, I'm sorry. I just thought you'd be asleep by now. Tell me about the bounty.
5 full crew of fresh recruits had the gall to get fully equipped on our gold coin before they up and ran. The turntails, arms, and armor we can do without. But I'm afraid we also gave each crew a bottle of bog staunch. That's what I need recovered.
Bog staunch?
Cure for a sickness that strikes some the moment they enter Cluricon. Devilish hard to make. We can't have fool deserters running off with any.
Already found some. Have some here.
So you do, so you do. Find me all 5 bottles, and you've got your bounty. Those fools have run off down the coast, I imagine, hiding here and there.
Tell me more about bog staunch.
There are things in the air in Cluricon. It doesn't strike everyone, but some get awfully sick their first days there. Bog staunch gets them through it, so we pack a jug with every crew we send over there.
Okay, where are the deserters?
They'll be up and down the Tuili coast, I think, hiding where they damn well can.
Cool with me. New location, right there.
Did you think the whole army was across the water in Cluricon? No, I'm afraid some of us are stuck here in Dol they Arn and Rathir.
You have a shop? You have anything good? Where's my lockpicks? Heck yeah. Other than that, you ain't got jack. What's Delvarn?
Used to belong to House Arn, but that soft sot that inherited wanted nothing to do with it. His loss, the army's gain.
Okay, what about the Freemen?
The Freemen are a rogue group of our own soldiers who have grown disenfranchised by the war and decided it's easier to cause trouble at home than to keep the Tuatha at bay.
Did you serve in the Clericon?
I know they're as cooped up there as we are here, but someday that siege will lift. I want to be there when it does.
Okay. What about Sully's rebellion?
No one's quite sure why Sully rebelled against us. A lot of the soldiers are feeling fatigued, though, after fighting for so long. That's why most join with freemen.
What about the army?
While it's true we Alpha lead, many humans proudly fill our ranks. All mortals unite against the damned Tuatha Fae.
Wait,
Any news from the front?
Tuatha Fae?
They're not mortal for one, nor sane either. I've seen them firsthand.
Me too. Come on. Why's my map all jacked up? What you need, friend?
What am I going to do? I've got to be going, but I can't. And I can't go back to Doveyan, but I must.
Who are you?
I am the rightful heir to Doveyan. Or I was, at any rate. I've spent the last few years in lovely old Rader, pretending like a fool nothing would change.
What about your place?
It was my home. That was before I deeded it to the Alfar army and went to Rader with my pocket full of gold. It went 10 years untouched by the Tuatha foe. That's common knowledge. 10 years stuck in a cold stone prison was how I saw it.
What about Rader?
Nothing like it anywhere in Amalur, I promise you. Beauty, elegance, wisdom. There's no putting it to words, really.
What about the Willy Ghost?
Honestly, I feel like a hare hunted by hawks out here.
Why have you got to leave?
The war, my friend. The war. I've been called. The truth is, I should have been gone days ago. Only I'd be far more eager for the adventure if I had my family arms with me. They're in there, Doveyan.
Family arms?
Ancestral staff and talisman. What any self-respecting Arn's worn to battle since time immemorial. If I hadn't left them somewhere in that damned tower, I'd be wearing them now.
Why can't you get them?
I'm not supposed to be here. I ought to have shipped out days ago. That's what I've been trying to say. I need, well, want to get my family arms and slip off before anyone knows I was here. Only how?
I can help you out.
You're serious, aren't you? Well, with any luck, the old staff and talisman are still in one piece back there, though I have my doubts. I'd pay just to know if they are or not. Thing is, Doveyan's an official army post now. To get in, you'll need an officer's pass.
Shouldn't be too hard. What about your family arms?
By tradition, an Arn bears staff and talisman to battle. My brother bore them in Oriator's stand and died of his wounds 3 days after. Only I left them in Doveyan when I gave it to the army. Goodness only knows where they are, or what shape they're in now.
What about the war?
Arn family history's riddled with this cursed war. My father and brothers have done so much for the cause, I shouldn't have to lift a finger.
Sounds a little, much. How can I get your family arms?
Well, you need to get into Doveyan. For that, you'll need an officer's pass. You might steal, borrow one. Or get hold of a forgery. Mooncamp might be good for that.
I was heading that way anyway.
Hurry if you can. They might find me any moment.
Get over there. Look at there's the boats. Don't like the fact that my map's all messed up. Okay, at least know generally I already went through this, so. This is either the last stone I need for the set, or this is a summer or spring stone.
Time may sap this country dry, and night put out its spark. Still one valley will not be changed. For in its depth lies buried all the magic from these lands, and I will call it Gallifore, and it will sing my dying song long after all the rest is dust.
That should have gave me like 20 house. Sweet. Ragnos. Red marshes. Yeah, okay, that's down here.
Where are you going?
Betting money I can just steal the thing I need. Maybe bribe. One of those sounds good. It is Wednesday.
This here's Dolvearn. You an officer? Got an officer's pass? No pass, no entry.
We know about the army.
It's a privilege to wear the steel helm. All who do should be proud.
Are you proud?
I gave my captain back chalk once, just once. And what do I get? 3 months guard duty, day and night.
Guardian of Dolvarn.
This here's our base, barracks and storehouse west of the Forian Strait. It played a bigger role back when the war raged where you and I stand now. But that was near on 10 years back.
I need a pass to get in?
That's right, officers only. If you've got a pass, show it here.
I lost my pass.
Bloody likely story. Better scram before I lock you up for attempted impersonation and bribery. Got one? Then show it here. Not at all. But if you've got...
Can I really just lie to him? Because that would be cool. I kind of want to just try lying to him. I mean, if I can convince him I just lost it, that's worth it. I didn't think about the load time. Sorry, guys. The load time's gonna suck.
Hold on a minute. This here's Dolvearn. You an officer? It's a privilege to wear the steel helm. I gave my captain back chalk once. This here's it played a bigger role back.
Okay, don't do that again.
No pass, no entry. That's right, officers only. If you've got a pass, show it here. An hard night drinking in Rathir, was that it? Woke up with less in your pockets than you used to have? If I had a gold piece every time. We see that, especially from your sort, just back from the front. Well, have this pass we keep for visiting dignitaries. And try not to drink so much.
Thanks, man. I can go in now?
That's right, you're allowed.
Thanks. I mean, I could just be a visiting dignitary, right? Like King Winston of the Fae. That should be good enough, right? Like, come on. least I can see again.
This siege.
So many soldiers. Hardened soldiers allow rats to just infest their area. That doesn't make a lot of sense. You would think that they would care. Maybe even spare someone to, like, like even as a training exercise, go kill all the rats. Some random quest items in here. That's interesting. But not the ones I'm looking for. There's a lot of treasure chests down here. Again, you would think that they would dig a little bit deeper into their base. Haven't run into this in a while. It's a good thing I have kept these on me. take it. That was definitely worth talking to that dude and coming all the way down here. Really, guys? Not one of you thought to go down there? They're all just no-name soldiers.
Wish I had a bed in Rathia instead of here.
Wish I had a bed in Rathia.
So I guess we'll talk to this dude
So damn far from the
about his family artifacts we found. And continue on with some of the quests we get.
So, you got in old Dove arm then? I hope it wasn't much trouble. Were you able to recover my arms? The staff wasn't rotted through, was it?
Here it is.
That's it! No mistaking this old piece of wood. I feel braver just holding it in my hands. And the talisman? Did you find it in its place?
Yep, I did.
Ah, wonderful. I couldn't say how many blades and arrows this saved my family from. I'll feel safer with it on my arm, all the same. Here, have this for your troubles.
So what do you think of your old place?
Life in a fortress sounds grand, but I'd take Rathir, with its fetes and food and fair-eyed ladies, any day.
See that? What about the war?
The name of Arn kept me safe until now, but a war is a hungry beast, and I suppose it was in my cards to be called sooner or later.
Good man.
And Lyria guard us both.
Get on it. 100% poison resistance? Nope. The map is still broken. I don't like that.